So in my opinion, if we don't see The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 tomorrow in an update or a release date / release window, I think there is a better chance that we'll see some kind of delay for the game. On the bright side, this means that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD could come to the Nintendo Switch to hold us Zelda fans over. What do you think? Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Revolve Show, where we take the gaming news format that channels like Spawnwood or Arlo do, add a dash of animation and some cool editing on top to bring you your gaming news, leaks, and rumors in a fresh new way. If you're new here and want to be kept up on everything gaming, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoy the video and dislike if not. In this video, we are going to talk about the new Nintendo Direct announcement and what games to expect at this Nintendo Direct. Make sure you guys leave the games you want to see at the Nintendo Direct tomorrow in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and also if you want to help me reach my Twitter goal, my Twitter handle is roborob93. So a Nintendo Direct was announced by Nintendo recently, and this is what the tweet said. Tune in tomorrow at 2 p.m. PT for a Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information mainly focused on Nintendo Switch games launching in the first half of 2022. So what can we expect from this February Nintendo Direct? Well, first off, I think Nintendo already stated in this tweet, these games are going to be launching in the first half of 2022. So for those hoping for games like Metroid Prime 4 or any of the rumored Fire Emblem games like the Fire Emblem Echoes games or the Fire Emblem game that is rumored to be like Fire Emblem Three Houses, you may have your hopes dashed, unfortunately. I think this also includes the new Mario Kart game and the Xenoblade 3 game. As for Splatoon 3, I think that has a possibility of releasing at the very end of the first half of 2022, so I think that is possible. Now, even though I said that, Nintendo does like to have that but wait there's more a lot of times in these Nintendo Directs, so I think a rumored game may show up if we are extremely lucky. This could be the new Donkey Kong game that is rumored, or even the Metroid Prime 1 game that is also rumored. I mean, heck, I could be completely wrong about the Fire Emblem games too, you never really know. Metroid Prime 4 is still very far off in my opinion, because they had to restart development. The Fire Emblem games, unless they are a pack of the older games, would more than likely be released in the second half of 2022. Remember, Nintendo still has plenty of games to release, like Kirby and the Forbidden Forest to put out. They have Bayonetta 3, Splatoon 3, Project Triangle. There are so many Nintendo Switch games that are going to be coming out in the first half of 2022 that I expect to release during that time. And Mario Kart 9, if rumors are true, I think that would be a reveal at E3 during Nintendo's Treehouse, in my opinion. Well, not at the Treehouse, but at the Nintendo Direct that they do around E3. You guys know what I mean. As for Breath of the Wild 2, we'll get to that later. So now that I've set up expectations, this is what I think will realistically be shown. First up, I think Kirby and the Forbidden Forest will get some gameplay overview explaining the combat in depth. We know it's a Kirby game, but we don't know what makes it different aside from the clearly inspired gameplay from Super Mario 3D World and Mario Odyssey. I think Bayonetta 3 is definitely a shoo-in to be at this Nintendo Direct. In fact, recently the devs came out and spoke to IGN Japan saying this: the game will feature a lot of elements never before seen in the series. So based on that, I'm guessing there's a lot that we haven't seen from Bayonetta 3 that we'll see at the E3 Nintendo Direct. I don't know why I said E3, I meant tomorrow's Nintendo Direct. I'm already thinking about E3. But gameplay aside, I do expect a release date for this game. Now, I fully expect an Advance Wars trailer with a release date for April 19th. The reason why I say this is because the date was leaked out ahead of the reveal from the eShop itself. Now, it isn't coming from Nintendo, but it is from the eShop, so there's a very high chance that this will happen. Next up, Breath of the Wild 2. Now, if you didn't catch the last episode of the Robochan Show, we talked about Nintendo's recent financial meeting. They said in their own words that it is on track for a release date in 2022, but not which half it's gonna be in. The fact that they didn't tell us which half it was gonna be in makes me think that it's gonna be in the second half of 2022. This would give Nintendo E3 to do a huge focus on Breath of the Wild 2 and also give them plenty of time to change things or make it better or fix any bugs that are gonna happen in the game and just make it an overall smooth experience. This would also give them a chance to have a holiday 2022 release date as well, and they'll make more sales initially, especially since the Nintendo Switch is still selling very well. So more Nintendo Switch users equals more purchases for Breath of the Wild 2. As for the Zelda games, which I'm sure many of you guys are expecting or really want to see at this Nintendo Direct, I would say if they come out and say Breath of the Wild 2 is moving up to 2023, we could get those games on the Nintendo Switch, but I highly doubt this will even be mentioned in the Nintendo Direct tomorrow tomorrow. Now, the Nintendo leaker New Marco Model does say that some kind of Wii U port is supposed to be at this Nintendo Direct tomorrow, so I could be wrong. And to be honest, I'd love to be wrong, but I don't see it happen. I think Project Triangle will get a demo as well and a release date. This is a 2022 game, so I think we could see a release date and a demo from that game. And like I say, I love RPG games, so this is something that I am really looking forward to myself. Now for the third-party games. The Batman collection is probably gonna be there. It was just listed at a retail website, so expect the Arkham collection. Monster Hunter's Sunbreak DLC will probably also be there as well. I mean, this DLC seems to be at every Nintendo Direct and every event that has to do with the game, so it will most likely be there. I also do hope we see some more indie and third-party games, which we will most likely see those. I mean, the Ezio trilogy is going to be hitting Nintendo Switch on February 17th, so I expect a trailer for that at the very least. Now, if you're wondering what else New Marco Model said about what he expects at the Nintendo Direct, whether this is his inside information or just him guessing, this is what he said. 100% Kirby, Advance Wars, Splatoon, Casual IP 1-2, Splatoon, Fire Emblem, Wii U ports, DLCs for past games, NS Online news, great third-party reveals, demos, small Nintendo game. 50% Bayonetta, Metroid Prime, Monolith game, M plus Rabbids. 20% DK, Pokemon, Zelda. Now again, like I said, whether this is based on inside knowledge or it's something that he's just guessing about, he doesn't really say, but it's something interesting to think about. Now I will be streaming as well. I might even play some Pokemon Legends before, so make sure you guys stop by about an hour to a half an hour before. I'll make sure I post the going live or whatever kind of tweet people usually make when they stream about 30 minutes to an hour before the Nintendo Direct, which the Twitter handle is roborob93, by the way. Overall, guys, this is really exciting. If I miss anything or you think something else is going to be shown or you don't agree with me or whatever you think about this, make sure you tell me in the comment section below. And if not, on your way out, make sure you subscribe for more videos and also have that notification bell on. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there is my Patreon and Twitter account in the pinned comment if you're interested in those. Oh, and also have this donut if you're still sticking around for me rambling. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.